So, what are you, gay or something? uh, I wanted to make this video because I know there's a lot of men that like trans women that find it difficult to find them to date, or if they do, find it difficult to approach them without being called a chaser or some other bullshit. So, I just wanted to make this video. I hope this helps you guys out. I am kind of a lesbian. I like other trans women and I look for them to date. And I am one myself. So, life's like a box of chocolates. You never know what kind of tranny you're going to get. Sometimes you get me. Sometimes you get, every other one that you've ever seen. Trans women are kind of individuals. That tends to be the nature of this. Uh, if I had to say anything, it would be you should get a Grinder account and you should put your picture on it and you should specify that you're just looking for trans girls. Just be bold about what you want. And when you go to talk to them, uh, don't send them a picture of your dick and don't, like, right off the bat. If you have a nice dick, have good dick pics ready. Um, but don't open up with a dick pic. Obviously, don't do any of the fucking shit that, like, obviously you should know not to do. But at the same time, like, if you don't say what you're into, no one ever will know. Okay. And don't come off like a chaser. And what I say that is, I would describe myself on there, if I were looking for trans women, as a gay top that loved trans and feminine bottoms. And I would just be open about, yeah, I'm gay and I like fucking trannies and ladyboys and shit. Like, half of the issue when it comes to finding men on such sites for women or trans women is there's a whole bunch of guys that have no idea how to talk to women and even less of an idea about how to talk to us. And I don't know, it's kind of sad and pathetic in a way. And if you set yourself out from the crowd by, like, asking her out to dinner and, not sending her a picture of your dick in the first message, you'll get a long way. And my advice there would be, I would be active on Grinder and I would not be looking to hook up. I would be looking to date. And the reason is that's where the girls are and that's what they are doing. It doesn't matter, what the site is for. The other place you could do this is Tinder. There's some trans girls on Tinder. There's other, you know, dating websites and shit, but, like, those are probably the main two. Like, if you're in the younger generation, like, that would be my advice. The other place I would say to go find trans women would be on FetLife, uh, especially if you're looking for a kinky girl that's into sex and shit, which you probably are because you're men. FetLife might be nice for you. It's a website for people that are into fetish and bondage and all of that kind of world. And, whether you're into that or not, there's a lot of trans girls that are, and most of them are very, very submissive and just want to be a chick. And, if you like to, be a dude and put a girl in handcuffs and fuck her silly, there's a whole lot of them on there that are into that. um, Other advice, stay away from ones that are into drugs. There's just nothing good that comes of it, really. Um, they're all probably into weed and what's it called, psychedelics. I wouldn't consider those drugs, but, like, if they're into anything else, I wouldn't even bother. And I don't know, like go with your heart and look for love. That would be my advice. Like again, I think it's cool just to go have sex and have fun, and so do a lot of other people. And if that's you, you know, do that, telling them that's what it is. Don't break people's hearts because that sucks. Uh, Some of you may have never had your heart broken before, but it really does suck, and it takes a long time to get over it. And some of these people, you could be doing that just by talking to them. Some of these girls have issues and stuff, and that's a thing to consider with trans women too. Is pretty much, I've never met one that I would say was normal. Like I am on the more functional end of the spectrum, I would say. When it comes to that, like I don't know, it's a gambit. There's plenty of trans women that are successful and then whatever and whatever, but most of them came out later in life. Like it's hard to say that you're a successful trans woman when you know you're that dude that uh, what's his name? I don't know. It's the fucking they're transgender now, and they're like a health care thing for the army or something like that. Like I think they were an army officer and are now like surgeon general or something like that. This dude, blonde hair, looks horrible. Like there's plenty of memes making fun of this person, and I feel awful because like if you do transition at 50 or 60, you're you're not gonna look good. Like you're gonna need surgery. Like everyone goes, "Oh, Caitlyn Jenner." Caitlyn Jenner spent a lot of fucking money. Okay, um, you know, I look how I look, and I don't really care if you people see me or not, really. But I think this is mostly a radio show, and my looks are not intended for you. Mm. I've never had any surgeries, and I actually just started hormones earlier this year, so it's a very interesting experience. It made it very difficult to continue to hang around some of my friends. I don't know if that's just the mental changes that come with the fucking hormones or what it is. And this is some of the stuff that you need to get about women and trans women too, is that they think differently than you. And the other thing you should get is that trans women are women usually with tiny penises. That's all it is. Like either you're into that or you're not. And like we could get into the what fors and whys of why you would be into that if you want to go there. I think it's kind of interesting, but to me, it's like there's lots of gay men, and there's lots of gay men that are total tops. All they want to do is fuck people. They don't want to get fucked. And if you think feminine men are kind of sexy anyway, and then trans people are just like icing on the cake if you're bi. And I think that's really what it is. I think there's a lot of bisexual men that like trans women because we're like the perfect mix in a lot of ways. I think there's a lot of guys that just like sucking on dick too. Like they want to fuck, and like anal's fun, and gay blowjobs are fun, which trans women 100% give gay blowjobs. That's probably the real reason why most men date trans women is they don't want to be known as being gay, but they want the gay blowjob. That's just my opinion. There's also like a power dynamic too. Some guys are really into that. That's not really my thing. Like, I don't know. The other thing I'd say about dating trans women is be prepared to spend some money because they're probably going to be poor, and you're going to want to do stuff for them. So if you go hunting for them, I would wait until you're at a point in your life where you can spend the money to actually pursue them. Because some of these girls, if you have the money to like take them in and help them with their transition, like that's like a fairy tale to a lot of these girls. And don't take advantage of that. Like look for one to marry and don't like abuse the fuck out of that. But this is a reality. Like they really just want to be a woman. And like to a lot of them where they are in life, even just being a housewife sounds good to them. And I think a lot of men don't get that because they're like, why would anyone want to be that? It is what it is. Um, it's very interesting to interact with a world that doesn't understand anything about who you are or why you do what you do. And honestly, it gets you this kind of like weird ostrich, like you're ostracized. Like, I think it's a lot of how like crazy people would feel or something back in the day where like people don't talk to you because, that's crazy Jimmy. He fucking talks to the spirit animals or some shit. It's kind of like that. Like they look at you like I don't understand you and you might be dangerous, so I'm just not going to interact with you. But if you're into trans women and you're trying to date them, I hope this helped you and thank you for being you. See you guys later.